After the 2024 Chinese Spring Festival, following family reunions, millions of migrant workers and laborers hurriedly pack their belongings, bid farewell to their loved ones, and embark on journeys in search of employment for livelihood. They crowd onto overcrowded yet affordable green trains, hoping for a fruitful year ahead. Thousands upon thousands of migrant workers converge from all corners of the country, flocking to major cities in search of survival opportunities. However, what kind of life and fate will they encounter?
玩手机，睡的睡觉，干一天歇3天，没活干。没来工地的建议不要来了，这就是急着出门的后果。
How can workers like us who have no land go home to do? Hey, how do we do it? There is no work to do on the construction site every day. We are sleeping in the dormitory. Look, there are all kinds of people are here. Businessmen. The strange thing is, and here's the worst part, this person has worked as a sex worker in Guangzhou.
It is tough to work on construction site this year. I came out on March 1st. After 2 days of work, I started to take more than 10 days off. If I go home, I feel ashamed. If I don't go home, there is nothing for me to do on the construction site either. They are all chatting. Some people are playing cards. More than 30 people are all lying down. What should we do about this? This construction site is getting worse every year. Too bad. This year's construction site is not good. Damn it.
没好，没好。哎，今年的工地外建不好干了，他妈的。
Look how many people are on this construction site. Nowhere is crowded with job seekers, but there are few jobs available. Take a look, work for 1 day, rest for 2 days. Why are there still so many people willing to come? It takes half an hour to clock in for work. Getting off work is even more rushed.
Hey, after the work on this construction site, the workers have to come back and cook for themselves. I don't know what's going on in this dining hall. The workers stopped eating, the company doesn't allow cooking, and now I can't handle it. It's delicious to cook by yourself. Just a little troublesome.
Everything is packed. Don't know where to go. Nowhere to go.
Who should I ask for a guaranteed base salary? Who should I ask? Should I ask you? Being a boss is tough now. How much should I ask you for a day? If you want a basic salary, then who should I ask for the basic salary? Who should I ask for? Do I ask you for it? Tough now.
I don't want this anymore. What is this called? I don't want this too. And there is also a screw machine. And this fleece filling machine is no longer needed. And this bag opener. And an engraving machine. And I don't want it anymore.
All the machines have stopped. Not a single machine is running now. I don't know what to do. It's only March. It's shut down. It's shut down.
The migrant worker population in China represents the lowest stratum of society, engaging in the most arduous and low-paying jobs while lacking adequate social security. What are the distinctive characteristics of this demographic? According to the latest statistical data from the National Bureau of Statistics of China in 2023, the total number of migrant workers in China continues to grow. In 2018, the total was 288.25 million. In 2019, it reached 290.77 million. And in 2020, it decreased to 285.60 million. From 2021 to 2022, the numbers were 292.51 million and 295.62 million, respectively. In 2022, the total number of migrant workers nationwide was 295.62 million, an increase of 3.11 million from the previous year, with a growth rate of 1.1%. Gender ratio of migrant workers. Among all migrant workers, males account for 63.4%, while females account for 36.6%. The majority of migrant workers, 79.6%, are married. Age composition of migrant workers. The average age of migrant workers is 42.3 years old. In terms of age structure, those aged 50 and above account for 29.2%. Those aged 41 to 50 account for 24%. Those aged 31 to 40 account for 27%. Those aged 21 to 30 account for 19%, and those aged 16 to 20 only account for 1%. Industry distribution of migrant workers. In terms of industry distribution, 99.5% of migrant workers are engaged in construction at construction sites, factory production, and low-end service industries such as catering, accommodation, retail, transportation, and repair services. Overall, 52% of migrant workers are engaged in factory manufacturing and construction at construction sites, while 48% are engaged in low-end service industries. As usual, following the Chinese New Year, migrant workers flock to economically developed regions in search of survival. However, in 2024, what awaits them are desolate construction sites, closures, and factories struggling for survival, forcing them to come and go in haste. In coastal metropolises, the inability to find jobs and low incomes make it impossible for them to withstand the pressures of urban life. In some gathering places for migrant workers, some even find themselves sleeping rough on the streets, facing economic hardship. The withdrawal of foreign investment, a decrease in orders for private enterprises, and rising costs have led to a reduction in job opportunities, while the living expenses for migrant workers remain unabated. Wages are so low that they can barely sustain a livelihood, yet opportunities for higher-paying jobs are scarce, leaving them feeling helpless and disillusioned. As we step into 2024, the livelihoods of migrant workers face significant challenges. While returning home to farm is an option for those who own land, the situation is much harsher for those who have lost their land. With no opportunity to return to the countryside and no place to stay in urban areas, where should they turn? Dear audience friends, how do you perceive this phenomenon? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. Until next time.